Hey, this is artist/producer Dominic Romano, and you're now listening to the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast, show number 560.
Welcome to the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast, helping you celebrate Celtic culture through music. I am Mark Gunn. I am a Celtic musician, adventurer extraordinaire, and a podcaster. I'm currently, at the time of recording this, I'm currently in my office, but at the time that this goes live, I should be in Scotland. So I want to introduce you to some amazing Celtic bands and musicians. Hopefully I'll get some new ones to add to our show repertoire in the future while I'm over there. But the artists in the show do need your support, which you can do by buying their music. You can find a link to all of the artists, show times, and chapters for each song when you visit our website at CelticMusicPodcast.com. You can also support this podcast on Patreon. And the Celtic Top 20, you can still cast your vote for. I'm going to try to make sure that the voting is still open while I'm in Scotland, but it might be a little bit before the tracks are added to the playlists. But you can still go check out and listen to the playlists over on Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. But there is a link in the show notes to cast your vote for your favorite songs in this episode. And we kicked off the show with Mike Katz and Mike Whellans with Juan Martino's and Tail Toddle from a single they released. Next up is W. Ed Harris with The Red Crow from Ye Banks and Braes.
Across the broad Atlantic, my friends are waiting at the quay, with grief and sorrow frantic. I'm just about to sail away on a good ship down O'Leary, and the anchor's away and the gangway's up. I'm leaving Tipperary, and it's goodbye Mick, goodbye Pat, goodbye Kate Mary. All the anchor's away and the gangway's up. I'm leaving Tipperary, and now the steam is roaring on. I'll have no more to say. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. Hey! In the old kit bag, some cabbage, spuds and bacon. And isn't it the finest fare? So quit your belly aching. If the good ship starts to pitch and toss, I'll have to leave right quickly. I'll strap my pack across my back, I'll walk to New York City. And it's goodbye Mick, goodbye Pat, goodbye Kate Mary. All the anchor's away and the gangway's up. I'm leaving Tipperary, and now the steam is rolling on. I'll have no more to say. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. Hey! Girls with surely me, of course I'm speculating. I'll oil them up with liquor, boys, I love the way I'll treat them. I'm deep in love with Molly Burke, as an ass is fond of clover. When I get there I will send for her, I'm sure she'll come right over. And it's goodbye Mick, goodbye Pat, goodbye Kate Mary. All the anchor's away and the gangway's up. I'm leaving Tipperary, and now the steam is roaring on. I'll have no more to say. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. And it's goodbye Mick, goodbye Pat, goodbye Kate Mary. All the anchor's away and the gangway's up. I'm leaving Tipperary, and now the steam is roaring on. I'll have no more to say. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. Hey!
sat within a valley green. I sat me with my true love. My fond heart strove to choose between the old love and the new love. The old for her, the new that made me think on Ireland dearly, while soft the wind blew down the glen, shook the golden barley. 'Twas hard the woeful words to frame, to break the ties that bound us, but harder still to bear the shame of foreign chains around us. And so I said, the mountain glen I'll seek at morning early, and I'll join the bold united men, while soft wind shakes the barley. Was sad I kissed away her tears, my fond arms round her flinging, when a foeman's shot burst out our ears, from out the wildwood ringing. That bullet pierced my true love's side in life's young spring so early, and on my breast in blood she died, while soft winds shook the barley. I bore her to some mountain stream, and many's the summer blossom I've placed with branches soft and green around her gore-stained bosom. I wept and kissed her clay-cold lips, then rushed o'er vale and valley, my vengeance on the foe to reap, while soft wind shakes the barley. But blood for blood, without remorse, I took at Ullertallow, and I've laid my true love's clay-cold corpse where mindful soon will follow. Around her grave I've wandered drear, noon, night, and morning early, with this breaking heart whene'er I hear the wind that shakes the barley.
After W. Ed Harris came Spirited Lads with Goodbye Mick from Tall Tales and Fond Farewells, then Rising Gael with Tam Lin from One More Day, and we finished up the set with Circled by Hounds. That was Wind That Shakes the Barley from Howl No Demon Louder. How would you like to join me on a Celtic Invasion vacation? Every year I take a small group of Celtic music fans on the relaxing adventure of a lifetime. We don't see everything, instead we stay in one area. We get to know the region through its culture, history, and legends. You can join us with an auditory and visual adventure through podcasts and videos. Learn more about the invasion at CelticInvasion.com. Next year, we're going to aiming for Southeast Ireland. I have no details yet, but again, go to CelticInvasion.com. You can sign up to the mailing list to find out more. I also want your feedback. What are you doing today while listening to the podcast? You can send a written comment along with a picture of what you are doing while listening. Email a voicemail message to CelticPodcast@gmail.com. I'm sure that I will be posting my own pictures over on the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast page on Patreon, as well as my own page. So, go check those out. I don't have any feedback that I'm providing right now because I'm pre-recording this show. So I'm going to keep it a little bit light, but I do need all your feedback to come in. So when I get back in July and I start making new episodes, then you'll be I have so much to choose from. So go record some feedback. Share it with me. Next up is Maggie Drennon with Anachie Gordon from Just Now.
Oh, hearken, he is bonny, and therein lies my love. My heart, it lies with him, and will not remove. It will not remove, and for all that I have done, oh, I never will forget him, my love, Anachie. For Anachie Gordon, he's bonny and he's broad. He'd entice any woman that e'er there he saw. He'd entice any woman, and so he has done me, and I never will forget him, my love, Anachie. But down came her father, and he's standing by the door, saying, Jeannie, you're trying the tricks of a whore. You care nothing for a man who cares so very much for thee. You must marry Lord Sultan and leave Anachie. For Anachie Gordon, he's barely but a man, although he may be pretty, but where are his lands? Lord Sultan's lands are broad, and his towers they stand high. You must marry Lord Sultan and leave Anachie. With Anachie Gordon, I would beg for my bread, but before I'd marry Sultan, his gold to my head, his gold to my head, and his gowns fringed to my knee, and I'll die if I don't get my love, Anachie. And you that are my parents, to church you may me bring, but unto Lord Sultan I'll never bear a son. To a son or a daughter I will never bend my knee, and I'll die if I don't get my love, Anachie. Jeannie was married, and from church she was brought home. When she and her maiden so merry should have been, when she and her maiden so merry should have been, oh, she cries in her chamber, she cries all alone. Come to bed now, Jeannie, my honey and my sweet, for to style you my mistress, it would be so sweet. Be it mistress or Jeannie, it is all the same to me. For in your bed, Lord Sultan, I never will lie. And down came her father, and he spoken with renown, saying, you that are her maidens, go loosen up her gown. And she's fell down to the floor, oh so close down by his knee, saying, Father, look, I'm dying for my love, Anachie. The day that Jeannie married was the day that Jeannie died, and the day that young Anachie came so long from the sands, so long from the sands, so long upon the flood. They have married your Jeannie, and now she lies dead. You that are her maidens, go take me by the hand, lead me to the chamber that my love she lies in. And he's kissed her cold lips till his heart is turned to stone, and he's died in the chamber that his love she lies in.
little queen, all golden, flew hissing at the sea. To stop each wave, her clutch to save, she ventured bravely, she ventured bravely. As she attacked the sea in rage, a holder man came nigh. Along the sand, fish net in hand, and saw the queen mid-sky, and saw the queen mid-sky. He stared at her in wonder, for often he'd been told that such as she could never be, who hovered there bright gold, who hovered there bright gold. He saw her plight and quickly looked up the cliff he faced, and saw a cave above the wave in which her eggs he placed. The little queen, all golden, upon his shoulder stood, her eyes of blue aglow with true undying gratitude, with undying gratitude.
After Maggie Drennon came the Diviners with the Melancholic Jig, Seamus Ennis Jig, and the Cavers of Kirkcudbright from Earshot, and that was followed by Tania, Opland, and Mike Freeman with the Little Queen from Sunset's Gold. Thank you so much, patrons of the podcast. Because of your kind and generous support, this show comes out 4 times a month. Your generosity funds the creation, promotion, and production of the show. It allows us to attract new listeners and to help our community grow. You get lots of cool stuff when you sign up, and here is your 3-step plan to support the podcast. Number 1, go to songhenge.com. That takes you to our Patreon page. Number 2, decide how much you want to pledge each week. $1, $5, $10, whatever you like. Make sure to cap how much you want to spend each month. And number 3, keep listening to the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast to celebrate Celtic culture through music. A very special thanks to our Celtic legends, Dan McDade, Kel Burrill, Miranda Nelson, Nancy Barnett, Kevin Long, Linda McNeil, Annie Lorkowski, Travis Sinzaki, and Sean Kelly. You can become a generous patron of the podcast on Patreon at songhenge.com. Next up is Brynmor with Farewell to Erin from their album, The Great Hill.
keepsake. Gave her something to hold on to, a promise he couldn't make. Burning embers deep inside her heart's bitter ache. It's a strange, strange love. Another time, another place. It's a strange, strange love no one else could replace. Looking back, how mine wanders to those days long ago. Swirling dreams of what could have been. No one knows. That night they couldn't hold on to a love's fire they couldn't tame. All the years seem like minutes that burn still the same. It's a strange, strange love. Another time, another place. It's a strange, strange love no one else could replace. It was you. It was you. It's a strange, strange love. Another time, another place. It's a strange, strange love no one else could replace. It's a strange, strange love. Another time, another place. It's a strange, strange love no one else could replace.
old man with a bottle between them, and these were the words I heard him singing. Lord, preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. They were sitting and I couldn't believe how drunk they were getting. I said, old man, you've been drinking too long. He said, long enough to start singing this song. Lord, preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. A bottle and I took a little sip, and it felt so good that I just couldn't quit. So I drank a little more, next thing I knew, three of us were singing this tune. Lord, preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. Town when they heard our ruckus and they all came down, and all the streets were filled with ringing. The whole damn town was a dancing and a singing. Lord, preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. Singing, Lord, preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast.
After Brynmor came Celtic Cross with Strange Love from Saoirse's Heart, then Lenahan with One for Davy from Brand New Bag, and finally the Barley Boys with Whiskey for Breakfast from It's a Long Drive from Ireland. I hope you enjoyed this week's show. I will be back again next week. I'm pre-recording these episodes, so I'm going to be gone most of June. Oh boy. So hopefully I'll get everything done by the time, you'll be able to listen and enjoy some great music every week. And we're going to finish up the show with Telenn Tri. This is Knocknagow and the Cat That Kiddled in Jamie's Wig from Macquarie Street. Thank you so much for listening. Talk to you later. Sláinte. The Irish and Celtic Music Podcast was edited by Mitchell Pearson with graphics by Miranda Nelson Designs. The show is produced by Mark Gundy Keltfather. Subscribe through your favorite podcatcher or on our website, where you can become a patron of the podcast for as little as $1 per episode. Promote Celtic culture through music at CelticMusicPodcast.com.